Heading to the gym, get a workout in. A little bit behind today on getting to the gym. I lost track of time, but we're going to get there. We're going to get after it. We're going to get a good lift. Today's chest day, or chest, shoulders, and triceps, so good old push. I typically like doing a push-pull leg split. That's what I found works best for me, and I just enjoy it more. Because one of the biggest things is hitting each muscle group at least 2 times per week. Gives it enough stimulus for growth, as well as enough time to repair. I've never really been, big fan of the bro split, doing 1 muscle group a day, just because you're only hitting that muscle group 1 time a week. It doesn't really give it much stimulus. Yeah, you can hit it really hard in that 1 day, but by working out 2 days a week, you get to go and stress the muscle, break it down, and then you rest a couple of days and you go back and hit it again. It just allows you to hit the muscle, just a little bit more, as well as have a little bit of recovery time in between, so you can actually get the best growth possible. Now, this camera for some reason just wants to fall over, but anyways. Now, a lot of people think when it comes to working out that you have to be in the gym for 2+ hours in order to actually get good results, but it's not the case. It all depends on the results you're actually looking for, because you can go in the gym for 30-45 minutes and get great results. Now, if you're trying to get like real big and muscular, kind of like myself, yeah, it may take a little bit longer, but you don't necessarily need to be in there 2 hours. But more so me, like being in there 2 hours, I just really like working out. It's the thing I find, a lot of joy in, so it's easy for me to get in there and get after it. But if you have the right plan, the right structure, you can get in there and blast your muscles in like 45 minutes. 45 minutes to an hour. So yeah, you definitely don't need 2 hours. Now, the whole reason I ever got into fitness, I grew up playing sports. I was always an athletic child, and I got to see my family, play sports as well. One of the reasons I kind of got into it or started to find interest in it was my oldest brother, Josh, because he was in it. He was in the gym and kind of inspired me a little bit. And then I started working out with football. Had a really intense football coach my 9th and 10th grade year, and I started seeing growth very quickly, and that just made me like it even more. So then I started getting into working out about my 11th grade year of high school. I was about 16, 17, or closer to 17, and I've just been doing it ever since, but I just find so much joy in it. But the reason I really got into it is just because I wanted to build the best physique possible, feel great about myself, just be disciplined, feel accomplished, and inspire other people as well. And just overall just feel good about myself. Because what typically happens with most people, especially coming out of high school, is they're at real athletic, or not, they're moving a lot during high school, and then all of a sudden they leave and they're not really active anymore. So then they start getting bigger, and when you get older as well, your metabolism starts to slow down a little more, so it's easier to put on weight. And if you don't take care of yourself, you're just going to blow up like a balloon. And I'm sure most people that are blowing up like balloons don't like being a balloon. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of taking care of yourself, getting active. It doesn't have to be much every day, as long as you're just getting out there, doing a little bit, doing something, just get moving. It's gonna help, other than just sitting down eating Cheetos all day and not doing anything to try and fix your health. Because look, at the end of the day, or the end of your life, when you're laying on your deathbed, it doesn't matter what all you've achieved, depending on the achievement, but what all materialized things you have gained throughout your life, none of that's going to matter at the end. The most important thing to you is going to be your health and wishing you had another day. So if you begin to prioritize materialized things more than you prioritize your health, eventually one day that's going to catch up to you, and you're going to regret not prioritizing your health. Because your health is what keeps you going each and every day. It provides you the energy to keep going and live a great life. But if you don't have the right health, you're very limited on what you can do, and it's just going to make your life a whole lot more miserable. So find joy in it. Find joy in disciplining yourself, getting after it, getting in the gym, moving. It doesn't even have to be in the gym. Like, go outside, run, get some cardio, join a sports team, whatever the case. Join a club. Find some like-minded people that you can go with, some friends, help encourage you and keep you in the game, keep you going. You gotta find ways to stay consistent. And if you have a partner that you can go with and stay active with, it's going to be much easier for you to keep on going. But one other thing is staying consistent, because a lot of people will go and expect results immediately or overnight, and they realize that it's going to take a little bit of time to start getting the results they want, especially if you're a lot bigger and you got a lot of weight to lose. Now, in the beginning with fitness, you do see results a lot quicker, but at the same time, it's not an overnight thing. You have to stay consistent. You are going to be tearing down your muscles. It's going to hurt. You are going to be getting sore. And a lot of people, when they get sore, they're like, oh, well, I'm sore. I don't need to work out today. I just need to rest until I feel fine again. And that's not the case. Being sore is totally normal. You got to fight through that. It's just your body is not used to it, so it's going to be sore. But if you keep pushing through it, eventually you won't be as sore anymore. Because the whole reason for soreness is because you're tearing down your muscles, and then you're having to repair those muscles. So if you're not sore, then that means you're not working out hard enough, or you're not doing what you're supposed to do properly. Now, the gym's only 20% of it, or being active is only 20% of it. The other 80% is the food you're putting in your body. Now, that's the hardest part, as I'm sure a lot of people could agree, because the gym's where you tear down your muscles, and at home is where you repair your muscles. Now, the food you put in your body is what's going to help you repair the muscles that you have been tearing down. So we need to make sure you're putting quality food into your body and not putting a bunch of junk food, because you are the quality of the food that you eat. If you eat a bunch of junk food, a bunch of Cheetos, a bunch of Hot Pockets, a bunch of Twinkies, whatever, you're not going to feel good. You're going to feel drained. You're going to feel foggy. You're not going to feel healthy. You're going to feel sick. You're just not going to have the energy to thrive. But if you're eating whole foods, you're eating vegetables, fruits, like chicken, eggs, rice, sweet potatoes, beef, all that, you're going to feel a lot better. And that's really what's going to help you repair the muscles the best and see the growth that you're looking for. And I'm not saying you can't have junk food every now and then, or at least a little bit, but junk food being your main source of food, that's a no-go. Now, I know a lot of people go out to fast food just because it's easy, it's convenient, but then again, that's going to catch up to you. It's not hard. You just got to go to the store, get yourself a pack of chicken. You get like 6 pieces of chicken in there for as much it costs you to go to a fast food restaurant. You go home, throw it in the air fryer, do something, while you're waiting for that to cook, and then eat it for like $12. Whereas you go to a fast food restaurant, you're going to get like just a bunch of carbs and a bunch of processed foods. It's not going to fuel you properly. So just make sure you are eating the right foods, doing the right things, and y'all see the results you're looking for. But yeah, getting close to the gym here. I kind of want to get an energy drink. Now, I don't do energy drinks often. It's just kind of rare, just depending on how I'm feeling throughout the day. But energy drinks do kind of help a little bit in terms of spiking up your mood, making you feel more energized, just makes you come across more confident, more better. But if you continuously flood yourself with caffeine and energy drinks all the time, you're going to build a tolerance for it, and you have to drink a bunch more for you to ever feel anything, and that's when it can start becoming a problem. So just limit yourself. Limiting yourself is always a good thing. You have too much of one thing, you won't enjoy it as much. But if you have things in moderation, it makes you enjoy it more. Just think about it. If you have all the donuts you can eat and you're starving, you start eating some donuts, like, oh, this is good, you're going to have a lot of dopamine being released. But eventually, after you eat so many donuts, you're not going to like them anymore. And then you're going to start feeling bad. And that's a prime example of having too much of something can eventually make you not desire it anymore. And having too much of something then becomes not so much a good thing. You don't care for it anymore. Now, I don't recommend y'all go eating a bunch of donuts either, alright? I don't recommend that. But we're about to pull in, we're about to go inside, grab a quick energy drink, and I gotta get out because there's a couple people I'm supposed to work out with today and they're already there. They've been there for like 10 minutes or so. So I got it in there and yeah, energy. Be back. Alright, so I just went in and got myself a energy drink. 1 second as I turn here so I can show you. Camera don't fall. Alright, so a Celsius here. I got the fizz-free one. I tend to like the fizz-free ones a little more since I've tried them. But Celsius is a little bit more of a cleaner energy drink than some of these other energy drinks you can get on the market. So this is what I'm going with. We got the wild berry flavor. This was pretty good. But now we got 2 minutes from the gym and go and get a good lift. But the thing with energy drinks, they always make me project more, give off more energy. It really makes me feel better. Now the thing is, like, it's not like I necessarily need them to feel great, but they do kind of amplify me a little bit. Now I can give off good vibes without one, but some days it's just like, oh, you know, it's just good to kind of amp you up a bit. That was filled to the brim. That thing about spilled on me. But yeah. I don't think I got a fizz-free one, fellas. Nope. I didn't get a fizz-free one. I looked at the can and it looked like the flavor I got last time that was good, but I guess I should have read the label and be sure it was a fizz-free. I thought I grabbed the one I got last time. But yeah, this ain't fizz-free. I mean, it ain't bad. But the fizz-free ones just are smoother. They go down better. Overall, just taste better. But it is what it is. You gotta hold my camera because I'm about to have to turn here again. Every time I turn left, especially on a slope, this camera tries to lean on me a bit and fall over. Alright. Get in here, get after it, get it knocked out. It's like this guy just bought himself a truck, still has the tag on it. Okay, here we go. Pulling on into the parking lot. Hold my camera, trying to fly away from me again. Alright, let's see. Pulling in. Dang, that dude coming in hot. Jeez. There we go. Alright, fellas. Let's get in. Let's get after it. rolling?
Yeah, it's rolling.
All right, yeah, let's go.
How many years have you, hold on, that's not even focused. I gotta focus on you. All right. How many years has it been that you've been working out?
Well, I started in high school, well, right before I turned 17, so about 4 years. About 4 years. Well, I started with football though, but working out on my own, doing my own training, making my own routines, about 4 years.
What's your favorite exercise that you like to do?
What?
Favorite exercise?
Favorite exercise? That's a great question. It used to be bench. I don't care so much about bench. You know, much anymore. It is a good staple because most people do ask about bench maxes and stuff, so I do keep that in there just for fun of it. But I really like biceps. I really like biceps. If there's anything in bicep curls, anything related to that, really.
How do you feel about cardio?
Cardio? Well, I used to not do cardio much either. Well, I did, but then I quit doing it. Now I'm starting to implement it more, but cardio is important. You want to make sure you can get around, get moving. So cardio is definitely important. So I'm about to go do some cardio right now. 10 minutes of Stairmaster. Like Sam Sulek, can't miss cardio.
Who inspires you to work out?
Well, initially it was my oldest brother, Josh. He was real big into fitness. He's always been a pretty athletic guy. One of the reasons I got into football too, but it was primarily my brother Josh, and then come time for high school, we had a really intense football coach, and that's when I really started seeing some pretty intense gains, and then it just kind of blew up from there, but initially it was my oldest brother that got me started.
All right.
Gotta make sure you get that cardio in, fellas. Don't want to get fluffy. Gotta burn it off. All right, so we just finished up in the gym. Now we're heading back. I've been here a while. Did a little bit of talking today. Got to get back home, study some more on content, probably do some stuff with this footage, and that'll be the main thing. Just focus on my content, try and figure out how to build this personal brand. But let's get on to it. Get home and do our thing. Should we back up this way, the way I usually go. I gotta use the restroom too, let me tell you. I've had to use the restroom for most of the time I've been here. Like, number 2, the big old, what's that? Oh yes, this is Little Caesars. That's a good thing. When you know I don't know what the pizza place is, what pizza brand this is, even though I pass by it every single day, that's how you know I stay on top of it. Top of my food. Little Caesars, yep. All right. Thing's right in the road. Yeah, pull on around him real quick, geez. Be careful. All right, there you go. I make sure this camera doesn't fall as I do all these turns. Once you get on the main road, should be all right for a little bit. But bumps coming up here. Let's see if we're But it was a good workout. Good old chest, shoulders, and triceps. You know what? I actually forgot to do one thing. It was one thing I forgot to do. I'm gonna make up for it at home. We gotta do some shrugs, some barbell shrugs, because you can't forget your traps. You gotta work your traps too. But I did not do it. I got caught off guard and forgot it. Forgot to do it. But good thing we got a rack at home. I can get home and do some shrugs. Just do a few shrugs, a few sets of shrugs, and be all right. Just gotta keep pushing forward. Gotta keep getting after it. Gotta post more content. Gotta be real on camera. Gotta be authentic. Gotta build a tribe of people that can relate to me and I can inspire. That's what I gotta do. That's what I gotta do. Because even today alone, just being in the gym, there was a couple people that came up to me, or there was a couple people that came up to me and asked about like me recording. Like one guy said, yeah, it's cool that I'm doing it. Another guy said, hey, I've seen your content, I like it. And that's good when you have people that come up to you who've seen your content and kind of support you. That's always good. But make sure to keep God centered in y'all's lives, because God can give you everything and He can also take everything away. So it's important to keep God centered, trust God, even in the hard times, when it can be pretty tough. But just having faith, knowing that God has everything happen for the good of those who love Him, for those who are called according to His purpose. So I know there's a lot of you guys out there that are struggling, going through some hard times, not sure if you can make it through, or stressing or worried, just wanting it to all be over. And I can relate to you in every way. I can relate to you. Over the past 2 years, it has been an absolute battle. It's been hard to push forward, but that's what you got to do. You got to continue pushing forward, being positive, reframing every negative thought that pops into your head, and finding every single reason why and every single proof of why you should keep pushing forward. Find every piece of evidence that supports, or find every piece of evidence that proves your negative thought to be wrong. You reflect on it, imagine it. Imagine only the best case scenarios. Your mind always tries to go to worst case scenarios. You got to reframe that. You got to flip it and only think about best possible scenarios. As hard as it can be. As hard as it can be. You got to keep doing it. As I tell you, thoughts aren't placed, or God doesn't place ideas or ambitions in you if He knew you couldn't achieve them. But it's up to you to act on them. It's up to you to make it happen. God can give you the desire, but it's up to you to take the first step. I just pulled into the neighborhood, about to pull up to the house. Got a lot to do. A lot to do in regards to content. Stay true to yourself, everyone. Stay true to yourself. Keep pushing forward. Take risk. Believe in yourself. Find someone who can encourage you when times get tough. Find someone who can be by you, because when it gets tough, it's always easier when you have someone you can lean on. Tough world out there, going at it alone. If any of y'all can relate to anything I'm talking about, anything I've mentioned, give me a follow. Comment. Leave a like. Follow the journey. We can support each other every step of the way, and we can all get successful together, achieve our goals together, and make it happen. But I'm pulling up to the house now, and just keep getting after it. Again, keep pushing forward and trust God. I'll see you later.